And
Great, we can start, yep.
we're good to go, guys.
Get to the game in a minute, but the first thing I want to ask you is this gentleman here, what he did in the last couple of minutes. Got the stop on Jackson Cartwright in transition, hits the three with a great shooter's bounce, but then goes one-on-one with an outstanding one-on-one player and shuts him down for the... Can you just talk about what he did in the last couple of minutes?
You said everything. Why do I need to?
What
I second that.
Yeah,
for sure. I mean, he stepped up, and I mean, obviously the belief and just his experience as well is just why I went with it. And I asked the staff, and everyone voted Brucey, and we put it in. Obviously, we believe in him and the work that he puts in. He's always there in the mornings. He's leader of the group. They all trust him. They believe in him, and we don't get a win without him. So
he's obviously the captain of the team. But I mean, is that the thing that's most impressed you about him? It's just you coming in and him having this kind of leadership that he's displayed really for the 5 seasons that he's been here.
For sure, 100%. Every team has somebody to look up to and someone that can hold the group accountable, and he's definitely that guy, and they respect him because it's not because of the things that he says, it's just the way that he leads, and the best leaders lead by action. And he, like I said, he's probably the hardest, if not one of the hardest workers on the team. Great person, takes feedback well from his teammates or his coaches. So he's a great leader. He's a great leader.
And just the game in general, obviously pretty solid first half. They made some adjustments. That zone seemed to hurt you a little bit. Did you feel like that was one that you kind of look back on and say, we had we had some issues, but we got away with it somehow, mainly down to some of the plays that Shaun made down the stretch?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there was anything different they did in the first half. They ran the same zone. They ran the same action. The difference is offensively, we just missed a few more open looks and we were a little hesitant. And then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we only got one offensive rebound in the second half. So I think our guys just, I'm not going to say they're a little exhausted, but these are games that you have to be able to push through. And they did. And like I said, we got down 85-82. They never buckled, and everybody got stops. Quatch, even though they get to makes a big block in transition, he gets his stops. And so it was a great team win. It was a great team win.
It's a great weekend for you guys. Illawarra, you know yourself, always tough down there. And then to get the W against a team beat last year in the grand final series, but really came hard at you. I mean, that must give the group enormous confidence to know that you can get those close wins.
Yeah, most definitely. I think it just comes down to multiple contributions from a number of guys. Like Quatch was great the other night. He was great again tonight. Talks about an offensive rebound. Geordie tips it out, and that's how we can win the game. Just continually do the little things and getting contributions from a lot of guys. It's huge for us.
Was that 3 good all the way?
I think so, yeah.
Shaun, DJO, really big game from him. Coming back from that shoulder, how's he feeling with the boys this season?
Easy. Most easygoing guy we've probably got. Obviously does a lot of great stuff on the floor, but how willing he is to find the open guy when guys are open, the timing, he makes life easy for everyone. So great to have him back, and we'll keep building with him.
Must feel like you've got an embarrassment of riches there, and that's sort of like 3-4 split. You've got so many guys between Jalen, John and Bolden, and a few other guys as well.
For sure, shows our depth. We're talking about McQuatch not being able to play much the first couple of weeks of the season, and then gets his opportunity and he's ready. It's a great luxury to have, and those guys have been great pushing one another and staying ready.
I mean, is that tough on you? This team runs clearly 10, 11 deep. Is it tough on you to manage these guys' minutes and get guys out like McQuatch, who's been terrific, obviously, the last couple of games?
Nope. It's not. I think the best part about I'd rather have more guys that I can play rather than wishing I had more guys. I'm honest with the guys. I communicate with them. If they play or don't play, let them know where they stand with the team. And sometimes it's just not going to be their night, and sometimes it's just a gut feel. And I make sure that they know that. So they're not thinking about it. Why am I not playing? Am I not good enough? I make sure that they all understand how talented they are. As long as you're straightforward with somebody, I think that just goes in life. If you're straightforward and honest with somebody, what can they say? All they can do at least is respect that, and I try to do the best I can with the guys. But Quat gets out in the first half, and then Quat steps up, Glove steps up, Tui steps up. So Yes, I'd rather have more than less.
Actually, how big was it for Gus to hit those shots? He has been struggling, shooting the ball from the outside to start the season, and we all know how great he was last season. But how big was it for him to see some shots go through the?
I think it's definitely going to churn for him right now. Just the confidence that he was playing with, you can see just in the shots that he took, but in the way that he was just carrying himself on the floor, on both ends of the floor. This was probably the most vocal that I heard him all season. Defensively, he was there, he was active. So, like I said, they can say all this, but his actions, the way he was getting up and down the floor, and he stepped into the shots, he was in it. He wasn't falling back. I think we're going to see Mr. 45% here over the next couple weeks. So.
Shaun, we saw the 2003 Emus team out there. Your brother was on that team, right? Was he in the house tonight?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, it's good to see those guys get recognised. It was 20 years ago they won a world championship for Australia. So I was talking to Bogues about it. I was huddled around a laptop with no live streams back then, follow-on box scores. It's it's time's flown, but awesome achievement by those guys, and it's great to see them recognised.
That's pretty cool to have him in the house for a clutch moment there. Getting that three, to have him on the sidelines must have been pretty cool.
For sure. No, it's always great to have family around, and grateful for that.
Matty on the Zoom. Hello, Matt Cleary. Is that mine? No. We can't hear you, Matt.
I heard you before.
He's turning to, but we can't hear him.
Is that, I heard you ask before. Is that speak?
Matt, we can't hear you. Can't hear you. Dead, don't sweat. You guys are good.
Sure?
Yeah. All good. Thank you, boys.
God bless.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.